Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And here we go from Miami. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Offense in the hurry up here. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's caught. Devon Achane. He won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Going on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Finds him on the crossing route. He's out in the clear. And we do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Working inside the red zone. Finds his back. Achane. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Isaac Gorindo to return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, or even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
Target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Look out, is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
That's another 49er first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Purdy throwing here on 1st. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Purdy now on 4th down. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
All right. Turbo 3.
Out of the gun. Tagovailoa. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Bob. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Running with Achane here out of the gun. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during a game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that win.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
It's a pickup of 6.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. 2nd down carry for Achane. And he stops, give him about 7 on the play and give his offense a 1st and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set. 1st down, here's Tua. The catch is made near the edge. Right out of bounds after a small gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's 3rd down now.
6 yards to go.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
49ers closing in, and down he goes. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. The kick by Patterson is good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
2 drives, and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
53. Get set.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield.
And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The efforts have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
It's a gain of 12 there, and it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To throw again, it's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. And it's the 49ers behind the sticks on 2nd and 11.
21.
From the gun, McCaffrey. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Staring down that down and distance, it was going to take some type of big play offensively to extend the drive. But all that sack did was create a bigger play for the defense.
Purdy trying on 4th down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
First down, time by Lord to throw. Buying some time left. Has it down close. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
All right, fellas, listen up. Out.
Machan does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Short of the goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready, shot.
They go to him again. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow their lead just before halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead.
49ers nothing.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Moore with a return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
On 3rd down, Purdy. This is a heater going deep. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Dante Trader with the pick. And the Dolphins take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Completed to his running back. Here he goes again. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Trying to run it in. Achane. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here.
Down at the 4-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Another for it. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. 3rd and goal. They need 3 yards here.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Achane. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Dolphins get more points to end a lopsided first half. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins make it a 24-point ball game.
49ers nothing.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Moore with a return. He's going well so far. And he goes out of bounds to hand out excellent field position up across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half.
2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Purdy. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. 1 intended for Christian McCaffrey. And it sets up 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, kid, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their moves now. They are going for this.
53, 18.
Purdy gonna go on fourth. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of
So a
8.
new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
21. Up.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. He's got it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. But those are the hurry-up offense here.
That's another 49er first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Chased out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
18. Watch out. Stop.
To the air again. Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another 49er first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, San Francisco.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Get set.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hits his running back. Escapes the defender. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
It's a gain of 6.
Working quickly here.
And the 49er first down. First and goal, San Francisco.
Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And
The Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. Looking quickly here. Purdy now on 4th down. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again and again and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Ready. Hey, time out, two. Right.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Brought in. Again, he's got room. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offensive line fast.
The 49er first down.
First down, Purdy to throw. For big yards on the right side. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
25 yards on the play. That's another 49er first down.
First down throw by Purdy. Taken in on the right side by Pearson. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. On the gun is Purdy. This one's out to Pearson on the left side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another 49er.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's 49ers football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game they'd like to forget. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get set.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Johnson on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
Working now from the gun. This one's quickly to Jennings. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers putting up points in a game decided. Now Purdy leading the offense up to go for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Dolphins get on that football. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Ready. 20,
On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Bosa on the stop. Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
2 now from the gun. Finds his back, Achane. And he's brought down at the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
3rd down run from Achane. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
He's brought down by Michael Williams. No gain on the play.
Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. He's going deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
On any 4th down attempt, somebody's going to get a huge momentum boost. It was the offense who laid down the challenge, but it was the defense who delivered. And now it's their teammates going to take over on the field at the very next series.
He brings it in. He's still going at the 30. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Purdy on first down. Complete out to the right side. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Purdy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Goes to the hurry up here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 15 yards. And the 49er first down.
Purdy throwing here on first. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Here's Purdy to throw for it. Escapes the pocket. And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a one-score ball game.
49ers 24. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick
And
off.
just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hill now to return it. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready. 20 TX.
They're going to pass it here. And it's caught. This is David White. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Wright running out of the gun. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36.
Get set. 22. Scat.
Right again. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on, 2. 18. All right.
They run again with Wright. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout.
A 1-yard pickup.
And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Get right here. 18. What's it? Ready.
Here he is to throw. Rolling out to his left. Brown still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Upton Stout. And the 49ers are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped.
Okay, you know, as a quarterback, every single interception stings. But those you throw in crunch time. In the final couple minutes with your team relying on you, That's one this quarterback is not going to forget.
He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here he is to throw. Has it downfield near the boundary. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, 49ers.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Yellow.
Up right here, one time.
Yellow.
One final shot here. He rolls to his right. Deflected! Oh, they couldn't bring it in off the tip, Phil, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it all starts, the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Uno Mars. Under.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Again, it's Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
19 Texans. 18.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 23-yard line.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon from 13 yards out. And the Texans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. And now they'll shift things around. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Nix. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stroud to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge.
Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack of a 2-point try. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on the play.
Now they'll audible to something else.
as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
An audible here to get a new look. They're going. It's Nix. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3-4 quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Stroud out of the gun here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Again, it's Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Nix to the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Open man there is Malone. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Back to throw, here's Stroud. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The Lions move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Brings up
2nd and 10.
On the quick.
Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
South.
at the 13-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Stroud. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Stroud. To the left side, finds his receiver Noel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mixon is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
It's a gain of 42 yards. That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Denver.
Now it's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the
Throwing Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Back to throw again. A quick hitter complete. It's Malone. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Texans' 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now play number 8 on this drive, remaining 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Stroud looking to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And Stroud now to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Stroud working out of the gun to Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Stroud to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
That's another Texans first down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Here we go. Hey, we're no more. 11.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, uno. Here we go. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Final play of the half, Stroud. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It looks like they'll move things around here. On the ground, it's Hardy to start the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
On play action, here's Nix. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nix to the air. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. And the Broncos first down.
Here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First down, Broncos.
Back to the air with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. From the 29, here's 2nd down and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. It's caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Oh, hey, south. Lock. Mother. Under.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Oh, hey. Left. Hey, Uno. Hey, south. Why, Tony. Hey, Uno more. Buggy.
Stroud. And the Broncos get there and take him down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Stroud now on fourth down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He'll have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw, here's Nix. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now it's Nix. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th.
It's 4th down.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going. It's Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
36. Broncos 17.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Score Texans 42. Broncos 17.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, fit me for a neck brace, partner. One kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost broke going back the other way.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing Nix. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get him there for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Malone. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7. 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
They'll line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Texans 48, Broncos 17. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Nick's going to keep this himself. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey, 50 yards. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people were, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And this one's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Another one caught by Collins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Stroud. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Stroud to throw it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now they'll change things up. Here's Nix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nix to the air. Open man there is Malone. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And got his man complete. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Nitz. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Bombers. Captain.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.